Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the Fortune Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host. We hope you guys had a very positive week. There's a lot of interesting things going on. I know you guys are paying attention to this recession debate about, what is a recession and what isn't a recession anymore. This is the time to get involved with Fortune Eagles. Even if you don't get involved with the gifting aspect of it, get involved with the information that we try to put out to our friends and family, because you're going to need as much information as you possibly can get your hands on to be able to survive what's coming next. So with that being said, Brian, back to you. We want everybody to know, bring your friends and family here. Let them hear what we have to offer them themselves.
All right, fantastic. And again, I like to always say hello and welcome everybody to the Thursday night call, because you could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here, and we really, really appreciate that. Okay, so before we get started here, let me do one other thing here real quick, just in case. All right, so I just want everybody to know that this call is being recorded. So therefore, if someone wasn't able to show, no worries. We record this and we do send it out. So you want to make sure that you're getting our email updates on a continual basis. So anybody that you want to see what 14 Eagles is all about, you can send them the recording of this call, and that way they can get the firsthand information about what we do here and what 14 Eagles is all about. All right. As always, I'd like to say how the platform is going. The 14 Eagles platform is doing very well. People are having good success with the platform. People are, as always, every week I always take my hat off to the people that are helping others to get involved with 14 Eagles and showing them how the process works. Because truly, that's what this is all about. Everybody helping each other and working with one another. And so that's what the 14 Eagles is designed to do, is for everybody to work together, right, and to build a community. So I really commend you guys for doing what you're doing, and just keep up the good work. This is not a race, all right? This is a journey, and so it takes time to build this community, and we're going all around the world, and so we want to make sure that everybody takes their time to be patient with others, help work them through the process of getting started, and showing them how to build their particular communities and so on and so forth. And then before you know it, we'll have people all around the world in 14 Eagles, and people taking care of all the things that they've always wanted to take care of and do, all because they were a part of the 14 Eagles community. So now let's go into the crux of things here. We're not going to be too long. We'd like to keep this as short as possible, giving you the most information about what 14 Eagles is all about as we can. The one thing I want to do right now is encourage you to always go to the community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com. And there is our community website on our home page. If you scroll down, you'll see our welcome on the home page. And our welcome, if you read this welcome, if you go over this welcome, it will give you the basic perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. Okay, because we do have a lot of people come to 14 Eagles with the wrong perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. And so we want everyone to be able to read this and get your own understanding of what you see, what 14 Eagles is all about. There's very short paragraphs here, not very long, very easy to read, and hopefully you can come away with the whole perspective and concept of what 14 Eagles is. Because a lot of people think that it's all about gifting, and it's not, okay? And the one word that you're going to always hear me say throughout this presentation, and anytime that you talk to me and talk to anyone that knows anything about 14 Eagles, it's all about community, okay? Community is the key. That is our main phrase here. Community is the key. Right? And so it's not about the money here. You know, even though we understand people need money, and you know, money is kind of the main substance that people use to go about their day-to-day lives. Because let's face it, you know, we would be remiss not to think that money doesn't play a big part in our lives, because 95% of our decisions is a money decision. Okay, and understand that is all by design. That is not circumstance. That is not something that just happened. Okay, money is the main tool that we use to be able to go through life. All right, and they've designed it that way. And so what we're trying to do is kind of shift people's thinking and show people there's a different way to look at all of this and to maneuver through all of this. And so that's why our main focus is on the community, the people. Okay, the people are the ones that make up the community. So it's very important that you read this welcome so you can get a proper understanding, a proper perspective of what 14 Eagles is really all about. Okay, and the one line that really sums it up for me, and I always say this, is the line down here where it says, there's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. And that right there sums it all up to me, okay? Because it's a universal principle to give, okay? No matter what you're giving, it's a universal principle to give. And so, and when in giving, the one thing that I've learned in giving is all about your intention on your giving, okay? It's about your intention. Because whatever you give out into the universe, understand you're going to get back tenfold. It's going to come back to you in an abundance, okay? So you have to be mindful of what you give out into the universe. Make sense? Because if you give out the bad intentions, okay, then guess what? Those same wrong intentions and bad intentions are going to come back to you in abundance, okay? Because the universe does not discriminate. Keep that in mind. It does not discriminate. So you have to be careful of what you give out. And so you want to give out good intentions, right? Because if you give out good intentions, if what you give out is because you have good intentions in what you're trying to do, guess what? That's going to come back to you tenfold in abundance, right? And that's what we want. And so that's the old adage, you know, do unto others what you would have them do unto you. All right, so that's the whole premise behind that universal principle. Okay, and so I hope that makes sense to you, because that's kind of like what 14 Eagles is really all about. And that's why our main focus is not on the money, but it's on the community, because our main intentions here is to help uplift the community, right? So I hope that makes sense. So make sure that you read the welcome so you can get a proper perspective of what we're trying to do here at 14 Eagles. Now, beyond that, I'd like you to scroll down just a little bit further past the welcome, and you'll see a series of videos. And this is what we call Video Row. And here on the Video Row, we have a series of videos. The reason why we have these videos here is because the one thing that we're trying to get people to do is to shift their thinking, all right, when they come to 14 Eagles. Because they already come to 14 Eagles, to our platform, with their own preconceived notions of what they think it is and what they think 14 Eagles is all about. All right? And so we have to shift your thinking a little bit so you can put 14 Eagles in its proper perspective and do the right thing in building this community, okay? Because we're not trying to build a community of a bunch of people real fast. No. You know, instead of quantity, we're looking for quality. Okay, that's what we're looking here for 14 Eagles. We just don't want anybody just coming in doing anything. Okay, no, we want you to be in the right frame of mind when you're dealing with the community here at 14 Eagles. So, and to do that, we kind of help by giving you these videos that kind of shift your thinking, get you moving in the right direction mentally. okay? And so if you look at these videos, we hope that these videos will inspire you to go out and research the information that you see and hear. And as you research that information to find out more about it and where you can find out more information, then hopefully this will start to shift the way that you think and the way that you see things. You know, in our communities around the world, we have been conditioned to see things a certain way. All right. All we're trying to do here at 14 Eagles is to get you to shift your thinking just a little bit so you can see things in a different light. See things for what they really are, okay? And be true to who you really are, okay, on a universal basis. Does that make sense? So, you know, this is all we're trying to do. We don't say look at these videos and this is the be all do all with these videos. No. We just want you to look at these videos so you can see for yourself what's right for you and what's not right for you. And if something is right and it sounds right, then go and research it. Find out more about it. Okay? And so take the things that's right for you and your family and run with it. That's what we say. Okay? So with that being said, you know, we are looking to shift our thinking a little bit so we can help our fellow man and so we can all work together. And so we don't be under the thumb of different governments and corporations telling us what to do and how to run our lives. No, we're in control of our lives. And all we have to do is get out of that corporate and governmental type thinking and get into our individual and spiritual thinking. And then we will be just fine, okay? So now, if you don't do anything else, we really, really encourage you to join our newsletter. Join our newsletter. Just put in your name and email and hit submit, and you'll join our newsletter. And that way you'll get into our email database, and you'll be able to receive our email updates that we send out on a weekly basis. And more importantly, the email updates is going to, you know, give you all the information that you need to really get started with 14 Eagles, keep you up to date on what's going on. And then more importantly, we have the video of the week that we send out every week that will really challenge your thinking, okay, and get you to see what's really going on around the world that they normally don't give you on mainstream media or government programs, okay? So we really want to get this information out to you. So if you don't do anything else, please join the newsletter, okay? Now, before we go any further into 14 Eagles and the platform and everything, I always like to play a special video because this video really puts things in perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about and what we're trying to do, you know, as well as the welcome. But it really takes the welcome to a whole nother level. And every time I watch this video, it really, really triggers my mind to things that it really brings new perspective to things that I've always thought I knew, but then this really brings it out of me, you know. So I really want you to take a look at this, and this really epitomizes what 14 Eagles is really trying to put out there. So watch this. Are you a connector?
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people. Specifically, obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. So, are you a connector? You know, that can mean a lot of things for a lot of people. But here at 14 Eagles, it really means, are you someone that can connect with others in a positive way? Okay? In this community, that's what this is all about. In the 14 Eagles community, connecting with one another. Okay? Working with one another. Helping one another. Teaching one another. Okay? And not relying on governments and corporations to do the things that we can do for ourselves. All right? So that's what this is all about. And so that video really personifies what's going on in the world and why we need to come together as a people. You know, no matter what your race, color, creed, or background is, you know, we need to come together as people. All right? Because we are the real reason why everything works. Okay? Not governments and corporations. And so by that, communities are the key. And so we have our platform here on our community website. If you go to the menu from www.14eaglesden.com and you go to the menu and click on 14 Eagles video, it'll put you here on this page where we actually have the actual video presentation of how the platform works. Okay? We have a gifting platform where people can help each other financially. Okay? This is not somewhere where you come to try to make money. This is not about making money. This is about helping each other financially. $2 gifts to 3 people is not a lot of money. Okay? So a lot of people look at this in a whole different light because they think that they're coming here to get involved in a platform that's going to make them a whole lot of money. And that can happen in some instances, but that's not the driving force behind this platform. The driving force behind this platform is for people to come together, work together, and to help each other financially, where we don't have to go outside of each other to help each other financially. It is just to show that, okay? It's not here to try to hurt people financially. We don't want people, you know, putting in hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because you have plenty of gifting platforms out there that will ask you for, you know, anywhere from $25 all the way up to, I've seen $5,000 gifting platforms, okay? And so we're not trying to hurt people in that kind of way. What we want to do is show people how they can gradually, financially take care of each other, where it doesn't hurt anybody financially to help somebody. That's not, you know, trying to hurt somebody financially is not the key. The key is learning how to work with one another, okay? And so as you watch this video, it'll show you exactly how the platform works. And right up underneath it, it shows you how to sign up and how to get involved and how to go through the process, go through our gifting process. So if you follow these steps verbatim, you shouldn't have too much of a problem at all. Get with the person that invited you, and they can help walk you through this process. Very, very simple and easy process, okay? It is a manual process. It's not 100% automated, but it's manually for a reason, okay? Because we want you to be involved in the process. You know, we don't want it to be totally automated and just click it and forget it, okay? Because that takes away from what we're trying to accomplish here, okay? Of you working together with one another, okay? This is something that you physically have to get with people and help them and walk them through and build some type of connection or camaraderie with the people that you're helping. Does that make sense? Okay? You know, we're in the world of technology and artificial intelligence and all of that, which is fine and great, but we don't want to lose the spiritual connection that we get with one another. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope so. Trying to make a little bit of sense here. Okay. But, you know, a lot of people get wrapped up in that. And we're trying to, you know, like I said, shift people's thinking a little bit. Now, if you do want to make money, we're bringing that to you too. Okay. Because if you do want to make money, we're going to show you how to make money as well. But what good is it to make money if you can't bring others along with you, right? So that's what this is all about. Building communities, building teams, so we can all move together to whatever, you know, degree that we want to go in our endeavors, right? So, but if you do want to make money, we have other programs that we have partnered with, and one of them is Dynamic Trio, which has the Fund Me 24/7 platform. Dynamic Trio has a trilogy of platforms that is helping people to raise funds for whatever they need to raise funds for. Okay, and so they're dealing in the crowdfunding arena. So we really encourage you to take a look at the Dynamic Trio trilogy of platforms. You know, in particular, Fund Me 24/7. Then you have Feed Me 24/7, and you want to look at that. Feed Me 24/7 is a feeder system for Fund Me 24/7. It's very dynamic of how these platforms work in harmony with one another. And then they also ended up with the Fund Me to Infinity plan, which is just totally out of this world. Okay? And so it will really blow your mind the type of monies that you can bring in with these three platforms, all rolled into one. Powerful, powerful concept, dealing in crowdfunding. Takes crowdfunding to a whole nother level, right? Then we have what is called Cutting Edge Techno Solutions. This is another company that we call SETS for short. They are helping to build communities literally from the ground up. All right, literally. I mean, digging the dirt up, putting the buildings together. You know, building businesses, building furniture. You name it, they do it. Okay, and the thing about it is, they use the things that we throw away on a day-to-day basis. They use that and recycle it and refurbish it and turn it into materials that we can use on a daily basis. Powerful, powerful stuff. And not only are they just doing this in our communities here in the United States, but all around the world they're doing this. And we're partnered with them. That's right. This little old gifting platform, $2 gifting platform, 14 Eagles, is partnered with a company that's building communities in the real world, okay? Powerful, powerful stuff. So I want you to take a look at what they're doing and what they're accomplishing, okay? And so you may be able to lend a helping hand and find a way to fit into what they're doing, okay? It's all about working together. Then we also have EasyBot, okay, which is dealing in cryptocurrency, in the cryptocurrency arena, okay? And we want you to take a look at the cryptocurrency arena because that is the future of financing. That is the future of financing. And so you need to learn what that is all about. And so here you can get to learn that. And so when you look at what the cryptocurrency is, and trading in cryptocurrency and getting profits on your cryptocurrency, what that can do, then we want to show you how to get that done, okay? And take your hand and walk you through that, all right? So here you can find that out. And so if the person that invited you is not involved in this, then let us know, send us an email, and we'll get you someone to work with to help you go through that, okay? So, you know, you thought this was just a gifting platform. Well, it's more than just a gifting platform, right? It's more than that. And that's what this is all about. So what we want to do is show you that just because 14 Eagles is a gifting platform and it's only it's more than just that. And $2, a lot of people say, well, I can't make no money with $2. Well, that's one of the reasons why we show you all the different partners that we're partnered with. But when you say something like, I can't make any money with just $2, well, then this is where we're trying to shift your thinking. And so in other words, instead of me trying to tell you about it, let me give you a perspective of what I'm talking about. Watch this.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from two choices. Choice one is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice two is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Well, you do this every day for 31 days. Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you took the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40, and in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
So you see, small numbers doesn't mean anything, okay? Doesn't mean anything that you think it does, all right? Because a lot of people look at small numbers and they think, I can't do anything with that, all right? Shift in thinking. Just a quick shift in thinking will bring it to a whole nother perspective. And so compound interest, using the compound interest when it pertains to money especially, okay, it blows people's minds. So, you know, if I told you you could take a penny and double it every day for the next 31 days and you come up with $10 million, you would never believe me until you actually went through the numbers of it, right? Until you proved it to yourself just by the numbers, because why? Math doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie, right? And so when you can see that, and now it kind of shifts your perspective on things, now you look at it a whole different light, a whole different light. So now all of a sudden $2 doesn't look so small anymore. It's all based on the context in which you put that $2 in, right? So now What if you went in and switched it and put it in another perspective? Whereas not only are you compounding $2, now what if you compound people? Now how powerful will this be? You see? And then as you look at the 14 Eagles platform and you see the different levels in the gifting platform, now that $2 becomes even greater when you start compounding the people. Powerful, powerful stuff. And then when you couple that with the partners that we're working with, and you start funneling that same money over into those different platforms and programs, now what's going to happen? You see what I'm saying? So as a community, we make that happen. See, we make that happen. As a community, we can manifest the money that we want. See, money is just a tool. It's not the be-all or end-all. No, we're in control of the money. We're in control of the tool. You see what I'm saying? See, we have the control, not the money. Money is just an inanimate object, all right, that if you take $1 and put it on the table and walk away, that dollar can do nothing for nobody. The only time it can do anything is when someone goes and pick it up and put it into action. You see? So the energy from the people is what makes everything happen. Okay? That's the power in community. So I hope you really see that. So don't focus on the money. Focus on the community, right? See, the community is the key. That's what we always say, all right? So we manifest what we want through the community, through our connections, through our camaraderie. That's what it's all about. See, what we're trying to do here in 14 Eagles is we're trying to show people to put yourself in a position where you're not chasing money. Put yourself in a position where the money is chasing you. Does that make better sense? Okay. So I want to end this real quick with our favorite songs. Well, we want to take this song and make a Grammy out of this song. We're going to get the person who sang this song. We're going to find that person because we're going to make sure that he gets a Grammy for this song. This is our new 14 Eagles song, okay? And even though it's all about money with this song, it's money with the right perspectives, okay? And so this has become my favorite song because, you know, everybody's always thinking about money. But, hey, look, if we manifest the money that we want, it will come to us, okay? It will come to us. All we have to do is manifest it, and we manifest it through the community. The community will bring us whatever we want as long as we treat the community properly, right? So here it is. This is the new Grammy Award-winning song, Money Is Coming to Me.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe money keeps coming to me. It's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. More than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to save. Plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. I feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drive, more than enough to pay, with plenty left over to give away. One day it's coming to me. I just feel it, and I believe. It's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, I just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, and I receive it. Come on, come on, come on. I feel like it's already here. Come on, come on, come on.
Money is coming to me. It can come to you too. All we got to do is just build this 14 Eagles community, and you'll be surprised what will come to you in abundance. All right. So we want to bring up our fearless leader, Greg Phillips. Are you out there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother. Want to close this out?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, very good, very good. Again, family, I just want to say, again, Ryan, great call. We really want everybody, like I said, to bring your friends and family to the call. Let them hear it for themselves. We're living in some very interesting times, and for $6, one time, and helping your friends and family get involved with the 14 Eagles platform, you can do a lot to protect yourself, your friends, your family. I mean, this is the place to be. Right now, this is really the place to be. I mean, I like to look into the financial world, and like I said, you hear about inflation. Here now that they're talking about a recession. I'm like, family, we need each other more than ever before. Let your friends and family come to the 14 Eagles platform. Let them hear it for themselves. We will answer all their questions to the best of our ability, so they can make an informed decision if they want to join the 14 Eagles platform. Let them come. Your job is just to get them here and let them do it themselves. Thank you.
All right. Very well said. And look, we're here every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and check us out. We don't say anything different. We say the same things. We just encouraging. And if you can't make it, that's okay. We do record this. Make sure that you get on our email database through our newsletter, and we can get this out to you. Because we understand, you could be anywhere else, but you chose to come here. We really, really appreciate that. We do not take that for granted. Okay, and this platform is for you. It's not for me and Greg. It's just for you, and you get to use this platform however you see fit. Okay, to build your community and to help others. So that's what this is all about. Okay, this is not about me getting up here speaking every week and Greg getting up here speaking every week. Okay, no, this is all about the people, all about the community, all around the world. This is for you. Okay, and so we really, really appreciate you, and so we do what we can to help you, to help others. Okay, so with that being said, I thank y'all for coming, and hope you have a great week, and a great weekend, and hope to see you again next Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.